Welcome into episode number 6 of the Pokemon Infinite Fusion Randomized Hardcore Nuzlocke of the Century. Following off last episode, unfortunately, we made the bonehead mistake of getting Mr. Marty killed. So, our Bug Steel type, with great Steel type moves and great coverage, is gone. So, I think what we decided is Mr. Empy is back on the team. I think that's the best for right now. Having a Steel type is great on the team. The only issue is he doesn't have any Steel type moves. So, I mean, we could get a Poison type on the team eventually, but I don't know. I left it here because we're not really going to fight anything at the moment. We are simply just going to go into the Safari Zone. We're going to start this off hot. We're going to start this off absolutely insane. That's a shiny Abra. Yeah, we're gonna start it off very, very spicy, and we are going to get our whatever it's called, our Safari encounters. So I don't think they're actually, yes, there is a Pokemart here. We're gonna go into the Pokemart. We're gonna check this Pokemart's shop. Oh! We got Dusk Stones. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Guys, we might actually have a team change. We are going to have a team change. And it is going to be a very, very, very good one. With that Dusk Stone. Anna the No-God... Well, this will be different. But Anna the freaking... Mimikyu, Aegislash, the Fairy Steel type is on our team. And will be able to be leveled up. This is exciting news. This is very, very exciting. This is exactly what we want to happen. Perfect. Does it learn a Steel type move anytime soon? It learns Iron Head at level 1, so we might be able to go to the move relearner and learn Iron Head. But that's absolutely nuts for us. That helps our team so much. Shadow Claw. Let's not put that on. We need a physical fairy move, if we can find one. So, let's look at Anna's moves. So we have Wood Hammer for some reason. Scratch, Double Team, Slash, Fury Cutter, Iron Defense, Iron Head. There we go. We will put that on for Feint Attack. And see if it can learn a Fairy type move. Sacred Sword, insane. King's Shield protects itself from damage. Let's use that. That's a better... It also has Sword Stance. Okay. Alright, Anna. You're about to be absolutely insane. Yeah. Swords Dance for Automatize. If we could get a Fairy type move on Anna, she is going to be an absolute freaking insane mon. I think we put Sacred Sword in for now. Wow. That's a massive addition to our team. I do have a... I think I'm going to listen to you guys because we do have the randomized ability number generator pulled up. A lot of people said just use a random number generator, just use a random number generator. Use a random number generator. So I'm gonna do that. It makes more sense. It's easier. The only issue is you guys will not be able to see it. I'm gonna do it on my second monitor. You guys just have to trust me. So, our first random number generator ability run check bingo bongo is, drum roll please, 111. 111. What is 111 going to be? Filter. What does filter do? Reduces damage from super effective attacks. Holy kabloni. Okay. Holy cow. So, Steel Fairy, to catch you guys up, you guys probably don't need caught up, but if anybody does need catching up, Steel type is a weakness towards Fairy. Or is strength towards Fairy. But, when you're Steel Fairy, you're neutralized. So, that doesn't count. Poison will count, but it doesn't affect Steel. Steel, so that's a complete weakness. Gone. Fire type is still a weakness. So we basically have two weaknesses that are super effective. We have neutral to everything. Anna is actually going to be our carry mon. We just need a fairy type move on Anna, and she will absolutely carry us to the promised land. Holy fuck. This is insane. Look at that defense. 103 special defense, 75 speed, 88 defense, and then 72 attack with filter on top of it. Swords dance. I think it's GG. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Come on. Come on, you know how you are, Mess. You'll probably end up getting something killed. But that's insane. That's absolutely nuts. That is ridiculous. So, on our itinerary is we are going to go back and we're going to check all of the stores that we've been to. So we've been to Cerulean City. We're going to go and just check the side marts, or the side options of them. So, like here, this has a Soothe Bell. We'll take that. Sweetheart, Big Root. We'll take a couple of those. And then, obviously, these stores will not be randomized, so we don't need those. But we're just checking to make sure that all of the towns... We checked Pewter. Viridian will check as well. All of these towns, their side stores get randomized. So, like, the ones on the right, or for this one, the ones on the left, get randomized. The other ones do, but they don't get randomized individually. They're all the same per town. So, we are just checking all of the towns around here. Pallet Town we've already been to. That one we can't get to. That one we can't get to. Vermilion... We're in... I think we're in Vermilion, right? No, we're in Fuchsia. Yeah, we're in Fuchsia. Alright, so now, because we're in a new town, we can go up here and we can randomize our items. Experiment. Random option. Reshuffle items. So there's that. So now we can go back to the department store and this store to reshuffle the items. Like I said, the reason why I do that, to refresh, is because the main items in each shop don't get randomized. So they're all the same. Well, they do get randomized, but they're all, like, within... We already got a Skullfall, so I remember that. But, like, all of these items will never change per town. But in other games, they do. So... Well then. Holy cow. So, that's an insane reroll. And this also is a negative for me. I just refreshed the map. What did I just do? I don't remember I don't know what I just did. Hopefully I didn't just grief myself. But this is also like a bad thing for me. Ultra Balls! We're gonna buy 200 of those. Because, like, they'll disappear. So, like, as you guys can see, this town is different. Every other game, they'll all be different. Like, each town has a different thing. Other than the shop that, like, sells Pokeballs and potions and that and blah, blah, blah. So, that's why I do this. But, then when I have to change it, when I get to the next city, and that, it will all be different. So, like, let's say I had, like, that Ultra Balls. I won't be able to go back and buy Ultra Balls because it'll be different. Or if it had, like, something crazy in here, I won't be able to go back because it'll be different. Full restores, that's the one issue, is I could just buy full restores. And again, I know this is probably against other people's rules, but I give myself money because I could farm in these games items. In randomized items, especially in these ones, there are places that you can literally just farm items. The berry bushes, you could sit there and off video, you could sit there and grind the absolute life out of them. So, it is fair. Like, it makes sense. If you weren't able to do that, you'd obviously have to abide by the rules. But you can also farm them off Pokemon, like Pokemon drop items that are cost a certain amount, so you could just sit there and farm those. So there's a push and a pull with it. And I'm a person, like I've told you guys before, I'm a person who I like to play Pokemon because I enjoy Pokemon. I don't like to play Pokemon to grind and to, like, do all the tedious stuff. That, to me, doesn't make Pokemon fun. It doesn't make games fun. I play games to involuntarily do, like, voluntarily do the... Oh, wait, we also gotta buy the max potion things, too. Full restores back there. I forgot to buy those, because I'm an idiot. But yeah, like, in other games, people would probably be like, but Mess, you used to farm Destiny guns over and over and over again because you got one perk off that you didn't like, or one, like, side perk. Like, what? But I don't know. Those things, to me, because I can, like, use the items, blah, 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 they make sense to me. But, like, farming Pokemon, if I could just do it like this, like a quality of life fix, it makes more sense for me. And it makes it more fun. Because I think about the people that just sit there and, like, Omega farm things. I'm like, how the hell do you guys do that? Like, the Nuzlockers who IV farm all of their Pokemon and do all sorts of stuff like that. All power to you. All power freaking to you, because that's a impressive level of dedication to keep the run, like, completely, like, dialed, you know what I mean? But me, I'm gonna take the easy route. I don't give a frickety frick frack. Alright, so I forget how this does it, but normally the way that I do the Safari encounter is if it has different areas. So if I go into another route and it says on the top one, Route 5, and then the next one is, or Area 5, and the next one is Area 1, and the next one is Area 2, and the next one is Area 3. I count each single one as a Pokemon encounter. Because anytime a new area pops up, to me that counts as a new area. Like a new name pops up for an area. But if there's nothing like that, I catch as many as I want, and I take the best one from that. So I think this game makes it so there's different, like, areas. Like, there's a swamp area. There's, yeah, Area 1, and then there's Area 5, I think. Or Area 2 and 3 and 4, and... Yes. And they're new routes. Okay. So, we're gonna catch the first one here. Cough Tump. Can't catch him. Obviously, dupes count. We have a Clefable or Clefairy. Drift Beyond, that's insane. Whoops. Okay. That will not count. Whoops. I will have to release that guy. Because, like, in this scenario, I forget what we encountered second. I'm gonna just do an overview. Oh, I don't remember where my phone is. I was gonna say, I was gonna take a screenshot of this. Of my people. Where did that... Oh, this guy. So I believe, unfortunately... Or do we have an oddish somewhere? So unfortunately, our Mon in that first area is going to be a Vigoroth. And a Gloom. It's going to be a Slacking Vileplume. That's a sick Mon right there. We just have to encounter him again, which is going to be... Okay, never mind. Let's bait him. And let's... Okay. So... That's not lovely. We're going to name him... Lazy Boy. What a original name. Am I right? What a, like, really thought-provoking name. Alright. Area 2. What are we gonna get? Something cool. Klaatu can't catch him. Can't catch him. What about this guy? Can't catch him. Oh. Thank you for not staying in the ball. Come on, give us something new. Pachu. Espgoo. So, we have to remember, if we cannot... Have we caught a Reuniclus? I don't think we have. I really need to pay, like, attention to what mons we have. I might be able to look in my box through the debug menu. We are going to name this guy Stinkster. Let me see. Debug. Access Pokemon storage. Okay, this is huge. So, we obviously lost them. So, we're looking for a Solosit. We do. Okay. So, we will get rid of him. Come on! We do not have a Scrafty. This is a... Is this Scrafty? It looks really cooked. That is, like, cursed as hell. Yeah, this is definitely Scrafty. We're gonna name him... We're gonna name him SK after Azul, because Azul liked Scrafty. So... Oh, we also never... Wait. So I think... Because where was the Beware? No, that was this route. So Scrafty is going to be with Snorlax. Okay. So those guys, let's fuse. Wait. So yeah, with any mon that we get that is fused together, we're just gonna unfuse him because that's boring. Let's just release one of them, and then we will fuse. This could be a decent one. Fuse. Let's look at what we can get. So, Scrafty and Snorlax. So it's either dark normal or normal fighting. Unfortunately, normal fighting is actually the better mon. He gets the HP from Snorlax. But he doesn't have a sprite, and he has better... We're going to take the normal fighting, unfortunately. I wish they had a sprite for him. But they do not. So we will have to be happy with what we get. Snorty. Loki, I kind of like his... minus defense. We'll do... that one, I guess. Alright, I mean, he's not... It's not all too bad, you know? It's not, like, not great. That's like my famous quote, I feel like. I say that so often. He's not great, but he's not terrible. Let's keep continuing on. I don't remember what the hell's in here. There's, like, nothing. Alright, so we have 1 and 2. This is Route 5. Ooh, an assault vest. There's an item up here as well. Blizzard. Alright, what's Route 5 gonna be, or Area 5? We've not gotten we've not gotten a Mewtwo, and we've not gotten a Porygon, or a Porydu. Come on, buddy. He wants to stay with me. He wants in. He so absolutely wants to be in here. He hasn't ran yet. He just knows that I'm a good trainer and I will take care of him. Holy cow, that's gonna be insane. We're gonna name this guy... Monkey. Monkster. Monkelio. He gives monk vibes. Alright, let's continue on. And there is a static, I remember. If I remember correctly. There's a static in the top part. I don't think we'll be able to make... Oh. Okay, we gotta get rid of that guy. I forget how I counted these. I'm pretty sure I count these. No. I don't think I do. I mean, that's... I mean, they're technically a static. I don't... I wouldn't count them. I don't think that's... They're basically running into a grass. Ooh, that would have been a... Alright, time is up. Let's go back in. Organize. Release. Holy cow. So, Mewtwo and Porygon Z. Right? Or is he Porygon 2? No, he's Porygon 2, so he can still upgrade. Or he can still level up. So if he levels up, Psychic Normal, he will be 147 special attack, 103 speed, 76 defense, 85 defense, 99 holy. Wow. And I believe we have an upgrade. I think that's how you level him up, right? Dubious Disc. I know where a Dubious Disc is. Yeah, we can go back and buy a Dubious Disc right now. We might even have one. We have an upgrade. Yeah, it was back. I think it's in this town we have a Dubious Disc. That would be absolutely nuts to have a freaking Mewtwo Porygon Z on the team, because that's just special attack galore. I mean, 147 special attack. The unfortunate part is his other Mon, where he takes... Porygon's body. Or he takes Mewtwo's body. That one's technically actually better, because it gets the other stats, like the contributing stats, more. But, I mean, you can't complain. Can't complain with that. We also haven't... I didn't discuss... I forgot to, honestly, to discuss whether or not people wanted me to do... Alright, this is an encounter as well. A Kyogre Houndoom is our encounter for here. Oops. Ew, Regiuck. That's what I'm saying. Yuck. Oh, that would have been nasty too. Dude, a Gengar Togetic probably would have been either Poison Fairy or Ghost Fairy. That would have been nuts. Oh. Bro, there are so many crazy mons in here. Come on. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back here. No, I didn't discuss with people if, how we feel about getting the tokens for unfusing or defusing mons and swapping them. Not like defusing them. Sorry, I didn't mean defusing or unfusing. I mean like refusing, if that makes sense. Like if we could swap them to get their types different, or swap them to get their bodies different, or etc. I did not talk to chat about that. So I think I will write that down and make it a point to talk to chat about that tomorrow. Because I think that's a potential good idea. Or not a good idea. I mean, we're already so far in. I'm assuming it's either going to be met with, yeah, try it out. Or, no, that's cheating. Also, we need to get the... I forgot that I had the max repel still on. I just re-upped it. So. Alright. Static in here is a Miss Ape. Okay. Miss Magius and a... Do we have a Mankey? We do need to catch this guy. Okay. No. Okay. Well. That's unfortunate. So we have to go up still to get that encounter up there. It was a Kyogre Houndoom, which is pretty good. Or Houndour. It'll be a Houndoom later. But that will be, it'll either be Water Fire or Water Dark. So that's pretty insane. Looking at the stats, I'm really wishing that we got the Mewtwo with body instead of the Mewtwo head, because that is insane. Like his extra stats. He gets 100 attack. He gets 13 more speed, so he has 116 speed. I mean, at this point, we're just pulling string. Like I'm being. Would it be pedantic? Okay. I think we just need to throw balls at it. It doesn't want to be freaking fed. Come on. Stay in the ball. And the way I do the Safari, as you guys can tell, if a mon runs, you can just re-encounter it because there's really there's no way that you can avoid them running, you know what I mean? So, oh my god, we actually fucking caught it. We actually caught it. No, so it is Houndoom. Okay. And it's water, fire. So that's probably gonna replace Bug Boy. What would this guy's name be? Barker. Shout out Travis Barker. I don't even know. I barely even know or pay attention to Travis Barker, but the guy's name is Barker, so. Alright, we have a couple more. So we got area 1, 2, and 5. So we need 3 and 4, I believe. I don't believe there is a route area 6. But I could be wrong. I could absolutely be wrong. You never know. So we have to go... Whoops. We have to go up and to the left. Oh, we got a latte. Bum, bum. Area 3. Alright, so... If you guys could go to... If you guys could go to route... Area 51... Why do I keep saying route? I was gonna say route 66. If you guys could go to Area 51, you could just be teleported into Area 51. But if you got, like, figured out, would you? Like, if you got... Sorry, let me add on to that. Would you guys go to Area 51? You got teleported in there, but if you got caught in there... Gone. You're dunzoed, you know? Also, this is a Pokemon. So it's Gardosula. You had to, like, sneak around in there, but you could potentially find, like, alien stuff. And if you could get past them and leave, you would be completely immune. Like, you would have immunity. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't... If you talked about it. Let's, let me open the Pokemon storage. Because we don't have... No. Yeah. So, Corsola, Gardevoir. Yeah, Gardevoir. I think I would, because I would like to... Or the equivalent to Area 51. If Area 51's shut down or when it's not like crazy right now, you could be put in a place that has like alien stuff or would have alien stuff, you know? So you're gonna find something. Or you're gonna find that there's nothing there, and then you're gonna be like, whoa. There's actually nothing there. We don't have any, like, aliens. Dude. Give me Rayquaza, man. Why did I have to encounter the freaking stinky Corsola Gardevoir? Man. Can I re-encounter it, or is it never? Or am I never getting this thing back? Okay. Oh, and now we get insta-ding-donged. I think that's cool. I think that would be a cool thing. I'm personally of the believer, and let me know, this is a cool topic or conversation topic. Do you guys believe in aliens? I think most people probably think that aliens are potentially out there. But, to add to that, do you guys think that we are in like, possession of an alien vehicle? Do you guys think that aliens have came down to Earth or crashed or something, or a piece has hit the Earth and we've discovered it or recovered it? I feel like there's a potential chance. Also, do you guys think, like, cryptids are real? Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, all of those things. How do we feel about those? Those cryptids. I personally feel like some of them are real and have potential of being real, but there's a lot of them that are probably just people seeing things. You know, like... There's a lot of people, like one of the things, chupacabra. I think northern territories, a chupacabra could be a manged black bear. If you look up a black bear with mange, it looks very much like the descriptions of chupacabras. Like a little mangy dog or a mangy coyote. You know? Either one of those. They've got that, like, skin... Like, they're skinned. They got no hair on them. Alright, we're gonna keep going forward to see if we can get the next mon. We can't really... At this point, I might just chalk this one up because we can't frickin' encounter it ever. It's like reset all of the route. All the mons are gone. My damn Gardevoir thing isn't popping up anymore. Come on. Yeah, if you look up those and then, like, in the bottom, like, towards the southern borders, it could absolutely be a coyote with mange. Like super bad mange. Crawling around, freaking looking creepy. But, like, I don't put it past for there to be Bigfoot. I really don't. The amount of woods that are, like, uncovered. Like, a state like where I live, New Hampshire, it's like, I don't even know the coverage of I think it's, like, above 50 to 60%, like, above that, of tree coverage. So, you think about how much trees and forest and everything are here, up in, like, Maine, the same thing, and you think about a giant creature like that could know where to go, you know what I mean? Like, if it's as smart as humans, it could figure its way out wherever it wanted to go. Reno. Well, that's not really what we would like, preferably. Oh! We got fucking surf? Oh, hell yeah! So, we wasted our... Ooh, that's insane. We wasted our freaking Rayquaza on a gosh dang Hypno. El Bozo. Ah, you can feel the energy. Oh, this is the bug lady. No, thank you. I don't want to get fucking my cheeks clapped by you. But yeah, I think there is There's high potential. I think about in New Hampshire, there's the potential of... All right, we're going to chalk our other encounter up as well. Because I'm too lazy to freaking sit there and farm for that. But there's high potential... Or there's mountain lions, obviously, in, like, Canada and around. And New Hampshire Fish and Game absolutely refuses that there is mountain lions. Because if they enabled that, then they would have to try to, like, foster the mountain lion population up. And they would have to figure all that stuff up. So it's better just to say, no, you're crazy. The mountain lion pictures that are on people's trail cams and are, like, around, those are fake. Those aren't real. So you can't always trust what people say. And mountain lions are so freaking rare and they hide so well that it's like, why wouldn't a freaking giant crazy guy like a giant woodland monkey not be able to know, you know? So, or not be able to hide. So, grass, normal. Vileplume. Man. What's Slacking's base stat? That's really unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Yeah, he actually gets nerfed. Being paired with... Yeah, that's sad. Sag. So, what about... Kyogre... Houndoom. 120 special defense, 136 special attack, 91 HP, 63 defense, really bad. 93 speed, so he's decent, but he's really fragile defensively, which is a little risky. And then we have Rayquaza and would be Hypno, which we have the Dragon Psychic version. Terrible. God awful. Wow, this stinks. I think we do though. Yeah, I think we just put him on the team instantly. So we would have Electric Psychic, Steel Fairy, Water Fire, Ice Bug, Water Ground. Do we really need fire? We have Ground for Steel. We have Steel for Ice. We have Flying for Bug, and we have Flying... I don't think we even really need fire. You know what? This might grief me in the long run, but we're gonna try this. Maybe we'll keep the team... But he might learn, like, Flamethrower or something. I don't know. Signal Beam. Miracle Eye. Recycle. Alright, let's go quickly. Okay. The Nido King's gonna freaking knock me. He's playing defense for no reason. Dubious Disc, I think, is in there. Yep, right here. Alright, we have a Dubious Disc. So, we can use said Dubious Disc on our All right, let's see this guy. Monkelio. He looks cool. He looks cool. All right. He's got like a little glitch effect. Mugon Z. All right. Embargo? Absolutely not. Abso-freaking-lutely not. I don't even know. We have Fire Blast, which we can teach him. He probably can learn Fire Blast. Let's see what TMs we can teach him. Psychic, he can learn. Perfect. That for Disable. Fire Blast, he can learn. We will teach him that. No. Volt Switch, Thunder Wave, Frost Breath, U-Turn. Actually, we probably could teach him Volt Switch, right? Not able, no. Quiver Dance? No. Surf, we might be able to teach... No. Whoops. What about... We want special moves on him. Because he is a special attacker. Brick Break, Psychic, Smackdown, Solar Beam, Blizzard... Toxic, maybe? Fuck. Back to Fire Blast. Wait, no, that was Psychic that I taught him in that slot. Swift is decent to have. Nah, we don't really need that. I think we just use him as a... Exactly what he is. Just a special attacking frickin' Slammo-Bobammo. Let's save real quick. Because if we look at him... Now he has fire. But look at that. 120, 101. He's basically just an attacker. He's got like the highest... Yeah, he's got the highest attack, whether it's special or whatever. But let's pull out the old number generator and let's generate him an ability. Drum roll, please. 196. What is that going to be? What shall that be? Merciless. I mean, we could teach him Toxic, but he's not strong enough to utilize Toxic. What about... He's got Toxic Boost. Powers up physical attacks when poisoned. Is there anybody that has an open slot on their moves so we could teach Toxic, potentially? He's got Bug, Swift, Psychic. No, I don't think we... let's see what items we could give him. Probably just give him a... Let's give Leftovers to... Probably Anna. Let's give... We have a choice band. Do we have choice specs? I think we have choice specs, right? Yes. Let's give choice specs to him. So then... We have the Eviolite. We have 2 Assault Vests. I think the Assault Vests are just fine because we're not going to use status moves, and I think they give us more utilization than Leftovers. But now we have Leftovers, so we can think about that. And I don't have an item on Salem because of Acrobatics. I don't really want to use it. I don't really need to use... anything for him because acrobatics is just gonna slam. It's just gonna do so much damage. So yeah, not really great. Don't really need Bug Boy that much. Barker, he's not really that great. I mean, he's okay. So I think we just keep the team the same for right now. Let's just see if he can learn U-turn. Doesn't hurt to try to teach him U-turn. I think that would be better better than Swift. Not able. Okay, unfortunate. Obviously can't teach him. Yeah. So no pivot moves on him, which is a little bit sad. But I think we already healed. But let's go heal just in case. And then I think we can go down here and get a static encounter here. Nice. Arm Sprout. Already have it. Can't get it. Let's get Giratina Krabby. Well then. And we got Surf. So I think we can Surf. I might be breaking the rules because of the debug, but I'm almost positive. I know in one of them you have to, like, go and learn. The guys, like, teach you Surf or something. We have a Zubat, right? Pokemon options. Do we? Maybe we don't have a Zubat. Zubat. We don't have a Zubat, surprisingly. Or a Crobat. Or a... Wow, that's actually really surprising. I thought we had a Zubat. Unless I'm missing it. Which I very well could be missing it. I don't think I am, though. So, that was a Banette Zubat? So let's catch that. Obviously, the only reason why I'm doing it this way, like running and looking, is just so I know, you know? I know realistically I should not be doing that, but if it runs and I miss it, then so be it. You know? You know? I'm honestly, like I was saying with our Soul Links. Oh, okay. Like I was saying with our Soul Links, I think it's honestly better sometimes to kind of like hold off on crazy mons until you get one that is a solid pairing. So like in this game, until you get something that is a solid pairing with said mon, it's kind of grief to get it. Like that Rayquaza, we would much rather want that Rayquaza pair on something that could actually utilize it. He is completely useless with Hypno. And he actually adds so many 2x weaknesses that it actually doesn't even make sense to utilize him, even though he's a Rayquaza. So that's the downside of that. Like that's the push and the pull of getting those mons. It's cool seeing them, but at the same time, you want to get something different. You know what I mean? So we're hoping for the Zubat. Zubat Banette. So we don't have to take forever here. Whoa! That's coming out of his ass. Bash it on Geodude, bash it on Golem. I actually really like Bastiodon. I'm not gonna lie. I think Bastiodon is one of my favorite, like, weird mons that kind of isn't popular. Because he's just cool. Like, I don't know, he gives me dinosaur vibes. I always like the mons that have the dinosaur vibe to them. You know what I mean? Like, they They look like a dinosaur. All right, this guy. So he actually could be... So that's going to be a Bonnet Crobat. We're going to name this guy... Zupert. I actually kind of want to look at that. Crobat Bonnet. I think he's the ghost flying version. Yeah, so he's not actually that good. Not actually all too good, to be honest. He's pretty frail and loses his attack. Gets his speed, but he's really not all that fast, so... Oh, my game just lagged really bad. Alright, let's go this way. Alright, buddy. Clinkwile. What is he? He's Steel Fairy. Oh my god. I've got a freaking hair peeking out. Oh, I got it. Clinkwile. So, we can just go ground. Slam. Nice. Nice, 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 you El Bozo. Alright. So we get our encounter here. We can also surf. Alright, what's it gonna be? Something good. Can't catch him, even though he's really cool. And I actually really like that sprite. That was a Delibird Sandygast. We've had a Sandygast before. So... Unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. That is a Latios. Okay, so we know there's a Latios in this area. So that's Deoxys. So how do we do this? We've already caught an Oricorio. Technically. But this is a different Oricorio. You know? I'm gonna look this up real quick. This guy's doing a bird only. So everybody says same Pokemon. So I think we just have to run from this because it's technically the same Pokemon. Which is unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. But, that one hurts a lot. Deoxys Genesect? And this is what we get. This is the mon that we end up on. A Quilava, or a Quillfish Noctowl. Who's toxic spiking me to all hell. We could add a Deoxys. We could add a Deoxys Latios. We could have had so many things, and we get a frickin' Quillowl. We're gonna name this guy Pseudo. Because Pseudo likes Noctowl. Yeah, that's a rough one right there. Big Pearl. Oh, okay. I've never actually been in this area. This is cool. Okay, Hyper Fang. I always get Hyper Fang and Super Fang. Okay, he just put himself to sleep. Phidias. Hello. Alright, Bow, bow, ba-da-ding. Ooh, there's pumpkins over here. This pumpkin looks like a blooming pumpkin. Ooh. Luminous moss. Luminous moss. And 3 Michaelberries. Mickleberries. Do you want to buy some moo milk straight from Milk Tank? Buy. Shoal Shell. Quit. Come back anytime. So is this the moo milk person? This is our farmhouse. Would you like to have some berries? What? Thanks, dude, for the 3 Rindo berries. Oh, Oh, okay. Thank you. I'll buy you any fertilizer. I have, I think, gooey mulch. Ant mulch? No? Okay. Alright. I didn't know there was a little farm over here. That's kind of cool. We kind of like that. That's kind of cool. Cool little addition. Oh, okay. This guy's gonna turn on me and... Oh, God. Ice Fang. I'm gonna sleep. Please don't. I'm gonna heal, actually. Actually, I'm gonna full restore. Wait, I can't. Never mind. I'm an idiot. I probably have cheated. I'm sorry, guys. Let me know if I've cheated before. Crocostle. Let's go into him, and we'll just fire. We'll just fire. He kind of looks like a regular Pokemon. Not gonna lie. He looks like he would be a fire or a water type Pokemon. Like a water steel type with the claws. Alright. Surf. Flash Cannon. We'll take a Flash Cannon. Alright, so we have to go back this way. And up here. Past Ash. Up here. I don't think we can pass through up here. Oh, Cackwire. Yeah, we can. There's also, I know, people up here, too. I don't really think they'd do anything. Alright, yeah, Fuchsia City, I think it's because of all the assets, like the Pokemon running around, it lags hard. I remember this in the last playthrough, too. It was quite a laggy experience in this town. So, organize. I don't think... I'm trying to look at our mons. Like, of evolution-wise, I don't think there's any mons that would be great on our team. Oh yeah, let me rename this guy. Let's rename him like Whirlwind. He kind of looks like he would have like a fighter name, you know what I mean? Like a badass Coolio guy. I mean, maybe Charizard, Yan Mega, Firebug. No, never mind. What about Trevenant, Clefable? No. Because we're level 38, so we can get a couple guys leveled up, but it's not really... Not all too many. What about Mew and Executor? Psychic Grass? Not really what we need. I don't really think... I think we just keep the team the same. There's really not many changes that we could make at the moment that would, like, improve improve our team. I think we lead with Salem. Salem can tank a hit if somebody outspeeds us, and that. So I think we are taking on the Fuchsia Gym. So this should be gym number 5, correct? Let's check. Yes, gym number 5. Okay. So let's save. Remind myself that I cannot heal in battle. And I'm going to fight everybody in here. So, alright, so this is a little update because unfortunately, it's not a mesh video or series or anything without some tech issues. But, unfortunately, my video corrupted, and I made the unknowing mistake of deleting my previous file. So what I do is they record in a MKV file, which is more like safe. And to save space, I delete the MKV file sometimes, and I deleted it without checking if it actually worked, because MKV files are less, like, you can get away with corrupted stuff easier rather than an MP4. So I finish my stream, and then I remux into MP4, which basically turns it into an MP4 file. And then I can drag that into my editing software, blah, blah, blah. But trying to be smart, I delete the MKV files. Not smart, I guess, because the MP4 broke. So we got to get a little bit of the footage of it. Well, not a little bit. I can't be negative. But we got about an hour and 12 minutes, as you guys have seen in this episode. But we lost quite a bit of footage towards the end. Probably like 30 minutes of footage. Pretty annoying. Pretty sad, because I did have some crazy moments. And I had some good talks. I was excited about the conversation that I had. Like, I was basically thanking you guys and whatever. But annoying. But I will kind of go through a recap. As you guys can see, our team is regular. We did not lose anybody. We did end up beating this gym. It was pretty easy. I won't lie. Not really much to go crazy over. Then we went over here, past Fuchsia. This is going up to the other route, or the other town above us. And this is what I was most sad about. Alright, well, we're getting some gameplay. You guys can see this. I guess I didn't fight these guys. But what I was really sad about, mainly, is the Pokemon that we lost. Or not lost, but that you guys didn't get to see us catch. Specifically, you guys will see here in a second, a pretty crazy one. Pretty crazy one. I was very excited for it. And then it didn't work. Or it didn't catch. So, as you guys saw in this episode, we encountered at one point, what was it? It was a Gardevoir Corsola, I believe, as well as a Gengar Togekiss, and we couldn't catch them. So I was excited. I was like, oh, that's kind of, it's a Gardevoir. As you guys know, Paige loves the Gardevoir and the Gengar. I always like catching people's Pokemon. So I went up here. I was going through, not really paying attention, and get my encounter in here, and let's hope that it's the encounter. Not this one. Pause. Let's see it. If it's this. And as you can see, we got the catch thing. It is a Gengar Curlia, which is quite absolutely nuts. I was quite dumbfounded by that. So we caught that. We were like, whoa, wowzer, 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 bo bowser, holy crapperoni. I'll show you guys that we leveled it and evolved it. I will show you guys that here in a Sekarunski. We also caught a damn 8-man. Hit him on top with a freaking Infernape. Really sad about that. Don't worry about that guy. But look at this. Pretty freaking cool. I didn't randomize its abilities or anything, but pretty freaking cool. I was excited about showing that because it was a really cool I was like, holy shit, this is really cool. What are the odds of this? So yeah, that was a little sad. And then we took the water and went to the cave. I will show you guys that on the TP thing. We took this route. We went to Seafoam Island, and then we made it to Cinnabar Island, and we left off here. So that's where the next episode will pick up. Very unfortunate, very frustrating. I won't lie, I was a little grumpy about that. I'm always annoyed when tech issues happen, but you gotta roll with the punches, you know? So this is the end of the episode. I wanted to give it a proper, like, send-off and a proper explanation. So I didn't just leave the video off as a dead cut. We basically got, like, one member of the gym, and then the footage was unrecoverable. So, yeah. We beat the gym. No losses. We caught the Gengar Gardevoir. Absolutely nutty. Caught the Hitmontop and the Infernape. And then we made it here. So that's where we pick off the next episode next Wednesday. But yeah. Really, really weird. Really annoying. I don't know why file's corrupt. There's nothing really I can do about it. Yeah. So, I will see you guys next episode on Wednesday. Hopefully no more corruptions. I'm going to make sure to check the files to make sure that they're working so that we don't end up like this. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. As always, keep being your freaking selves. I will see you next episode. And hopefully it will be a smooth sailing episode unlike this one. Goodbye.